Hey guys, so last night I got the chance to stay in this really cool backyard ADU tiny house just outside of downtown Chattanooga out here in Tennessee, and I cannot wait to show you the inside of this tiny house. So let's go check it out. Hey guys, so welcome to this Chattanooga tiny house. So this is a backyard ADU, or an accessory dwelling unit. So what that basically means is that this is a foundation tiny house built in the backyard of a single family house. So we have a shared backyard space, though I actually didn't even run into the host during my stay here. So it seems to be that they kind of let you keep to yourself back here in this little backyard. So before I take you inside, I just wanted to show you around the front part, or the entrance of this little tiny house. So the first thing you'll notice when you walk down this path to the backyard is this beautiful deck right in front of the tiny house. And I definitely think that outdoor spaces should not be overlooked, especially when we're talking about tiny spaces. So I love this space. It extends that living space outside. They have two little comfy chairs on the left side, though it did rain last night. So this morning when I went out to drink my coffee and have my breakfast, I got so wet when I sat down. But they have a propane fire pit there that you can turn on at night. They have these cute like twinkle lights that you can turn on at night. Then they have this little patio table for 4 people on this side. And there actually is a little bit of extra space on the back side of the tiny house. So you walk past this glass door through the kitchen and it'll take you outside. There's a little bench out there. There's a hammock, though I think the hammock is probably theirs. I didn't get in it just to be safe, but it's just a nice little additional space. It's really shaded, nice and green, so if you want to hang out on that side, you can. Most of the time that I spent outside, I spent it on this side in the front of the deck. But that's pretty much it outside, so let's show you the inside of this little Chattanooga tiny house. So welcome to the inside of the ADU. So this is 148 square feet on the ground level of this little tiny house. On the bottom, it measures 9 3/4 feet wide, a little over 15 feet long. We have a loft as well. The loft measures about 8 by 9 3/4, so about 78 square feet up there. But because you can't stand up there, technically that doesn't count into the full square footage of the home. So a very, very tiny space. But honestly, with these high ceilings, we're probably at about 15 to 16 feet high. It really does feel very, very spacious in here. It feels a lot bigger than 148 square feet, but I think you guys are going to love it regardless. So when you first walk in, the first thing you'll see on the left-hand side is this little living room area. We have this cute 2-person couch with a mounted TV on that side, which you can use to watch Netflix, Hulu, whatever you guys want. It's just a cozy spot to lay down, read a book, have a bit of a nap, watch TV, or even have your meals here. So they do have this folding table on the wall right in the kitchen, so you just unhook that and bring that out and set that down in front of the couch. Because they actually don't have any other seating in the house unless you want to go eat outside at that little table in the patio. So that's what I did last night. I unhooked the table, set it up, and had my dinner from Whole Foods, which is just a 5-minute drive away. I got one of their plates and it was really delicious and I didn't have to cook, so it's always a big plus for me. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot more to the living room space, so I'll take you into the next livable space, which is the kitchen. So through this little doorway, you go in and on the right-hand side, you will see the kitchen. Now this is a linear setup of a kitchen. So on the right-hand side of the kitchen, we have this 4-burner propane cooktop. It's really, really small, but honestly more than enough than what you would need during a stay here. Whatever you guys can cook at home, you can probably cook here within reason. They even have a small oven underneath. Right next to that, we have a Keurig coffee machine. They supply plenty of coffee, plenty of tea if you're not a coffee person, but honestly, why wouldn't you be? No, I'm just kidding. They have tea, and they also have these honey sticks, which you can use to sweeten up your coffee or your tea. And a really nice touch, which I actually don't see all that much in Airbnbs, especially Airbnb tiny houses, but they actually provide some to-go cups for your coffee. And I feel like that should be a no-brainer, right? I mean, especially me when I'm on the go and when I've waited till the last minute to make my coffee right before I have to check out. In the middle, we have a small stainless steel sink, and on the left-hand side, we have a little microwave, and then we have this hanging shelf housing all of the coffee, all of the teas, all of the honey, the mugs, the French press, and that's pretty much it. And then lastly, we have quite a bit of cabinetry underneath, and then a mini fridge on that left corner. Directly across from the kitchen is the bathroom. It's actually a pretty good size. It's a little bit bigger than my personal bathroom in my tiny house. Measures about 4 feet wide by about 8 feet in length. On the right hand side, we have a flushing toilet, which I know you guys will love. And then on the left hand side, we have a beautiful tile shower with some really nice soaps, shampoo, conditioner. The only thing is we don't have a sink in there or vanity, but that's fine. You just use a kitchen sink. It's actually pretty much the same setup in my tiny house. I actually don't have a sink or vanity in my bathroom, so I just use my kitchen sink. I know some of you guys probably won't love that, but honestly, it's perfectly suitable and we make do just fine. At the end of the kitchen, like I said earlier, there's this glass door that actually takes you outside to that second living space in the backyard of the backyard ADU. It's just a cute space down there. You just go down the stairs and you have a little bench out there if you want to spend some time in the shade. And then last but not least, we have these beautiful wood stairs leading us up to the loft. These wood stairs, they actually have some storage built into them, which is really, really cool. As far as luggage and things like that, there's a little bit of space next to the couch. I guess you can stuff some stuff under the couch as well, or you can just take it upstairs. There's actually a lot more space around the bed up there in the loft. So taking these wooden stairs up to the bedroom loft, there's a super, super comfortable bed and linen set. I had a great night's sleep last night. I don't know if it was because I was really tired from 9 days of non-stop shooting out here in Georgia and Tennessee, or because it was a really comfortable bed. I think it's a bit of both, not gonna lie. But actually, I really love this loft. And I think it's mostly because of the design and the shape of the roofline, which makes it so that you have a little bit more headroom up there. You have plenty of headroom right below the bed. It actually gives you a lot more headroom as opposed to having like just a pitch roof. Imagine like an A-frame roof just going directly from the beginning of the walls straight up. And most tiny houses have roofs like this, especially like more of the traditionally designed tiny houses on wheels. You probably hit your head a lot more often than you would in this one. So really spacious and comfortable loft. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna love sleeping in this loft. Definitely one of my favorite lofts that I've gotten the chance to sleep in, and probably one of the more functional lofts that I've seen, and I know you guys are gonna love it too. So that is it, guys. That is the tour of the Chattanooga backyard ADU tiny house. We are just a few blocks away from downtown Chattanooga, so very easily accessible into town. But besides how beautiful and cozy this tiny house is, I think it's great to be able to have access to the city. That's why I'm such a huge supporter and a huge believer in ADUs, especially permitted foundation ADUs within city limits. Not only can it serve to increase housing density, but it also makes use of an already existing resource, which is land, right? So this family had this single family house. They decided to build an accessory dwelling unit on their same property. In this case, they're renting it out on Airbnb, so it's helping them generate a little bit of revenue to either pay off a portion or maybe even all of their mortgage. So again, that's something that you guys can consider doing as well. And I've also seen the reverse happen where people buy a single family home, they build a tiny house in the backyard, an ADU, they actually move into the ADU and then rent their front house either full-time or on Airbnb, and that's an even better way to live below your means, increase housing density, and just make use of a resource that already exists. So huge proponent and supporter of that. So it's really nice to come out and see these developments in action and be able to stay in one myself. Super cool, and highly recommend that you guys check out some ADUs in your local areas. But that is it, guys. I will leave the link to this Airbnb in the listing below so you guys can come check it out if you're in the area, if you're around Chattanooga. I really do recommend coming and staying out here. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this little tour, then I would greatly appreciate it if you left this video a thumbs up and considered subscribing to the channel so that we can continue connecting with people who would be interested in these tiny house tours, as well as help connect you to other tiny house creators in this YouTube space. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weeks, and I will see you in the next one.